Uh, D&D roleplay.
Yes.
Okay, so as far as timeline goes, it's a bit because we're kind of resetting the stage. And I'm also like, by the way, while I'm here, hold on, let me be awesome and knowledgeable for a second. I just need to open my notes. Um, but it turns out I did not remember this, but like it was the last two sessions that we spent investigating Seaside, and before that we spent a day on Eri and general horrible angsty. I was gonna say shenanigans, but I don't think it qualifies when it makes you very very sad. Um, but yes, so vaguely this happens sometime after Faust makes Eri into a warlock, and he and Ren and Zera kind of like return to camp and possibly also have like sad shenanigans. Yeah, okay. And possibly also have already talked to Knack about like her staying, but everything with Knack is up in the air because she's getting revamped, so that's kind of like to the side, probably somewhere in there. Uh, um, and that's kind of pretty much it. Aiden grabs you. The thing I'm like completely unsure about is like how they approach each other at all. I mean, Faust is already kind of on an apology tour, I guess.
It was a threat. Um,
it very much is a threat.
yeah. I mean, I was thinking about what she might have been up to because a seed followed, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so she's probably been trying to like distract herself by training a seed.
Uh-huh.
So they've been off
I'm
doing that.
Asid is trying to have like a completely normal time, but she just witnessed like the breakup of a century.
Yeah, for a seed. I'm so sorry.
Dude, we need to kick her out before she starts acting like us. Like,
But
we
I
need to
love
send her.
her. She's my daughter.
Yeah, no, but we need to send her on her merry way before the narrative decides to kill her. I am
Ow.
not joking about this.
Also, she's oblivious, so I guess she's like, "Oh wow, that was intense." Anyway,
Wait, who Asid or Beck?
a seed, according to Ben.
Right, okay, right. She's oblivious, so she's like, that sure was weird, I guess. Anyways, training with
Yeah.
my new favorite hero, I guess.
Yeah, and Beck the whole time keeps like inserting. After all, it's fine, and just over and over again the whole time.
Oh my god! Head in my fucking hands, I hate her. Um, yes, yeah. Basically, um, the whole horrible speech that Faust had, um, which I do have it written down, by the way. um, but basically, like the gist of that was Faust being like, if you're trying to be heroic, stop also being a huge fucking asshole, and he kind of also called, which I completely forgot about this, but it is very important. Faust called out Beck on like the hypocrisy of not wanting to forgive Zara for mind control. Um, when like when Beck was what's the word? When a shapeshifter took her place,
Yeah,
um like yeah, impersonated, thank you. When Beck was impersonated and like people still were like assuming that it was still her, like nobody was gonna hold it against her that she got possessed slash mind controlled. um and so it's incredibly crazy that she's kind of doing a thing that she was almost subjected to herself, to someone else. Um, I think that was pretty much it. Hold on. Hold on. I can just read the thing. It's literally right here. Ba 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 ba. Um, Oh yeah, he also mentioned that like he specifically did not trust Beck to tell her about his immortality thing because he thinks she's irresponsible as fuck.
Yeah. Called her unreliable too, which really pissed her off.
Yeah, because she is. Ta-da-dum. You don't think to ask for advice or help or anything, and it keeps screwing over you, and it keeps screwing over us, and you dragged another person into thinking like you. Fuck, dude. um. Anyways, yeah, basically the whole idea of it is to stop being fucking stupid and put your ego aside, or we're gonna get fucked up. And also, you know, I don't know if I want to help you with the whole reviving your siblings thing if you're gonna be a huge danger to yourself and others the whole time.
Yeah,
So
damn.
that was basically the gist of it. Thumbs up. Uh, and then he fucked off to find Zephyr slash Eri. He did find her. Zara and Ren basically faked bringing him in as though they caught him. Sorry, I choked on fucking iced coffee. And he discovered that Eri basically wanted the same deal that he had. Did not think about this for like 1 second. Immediately was like, "Holy shit, yeah, okay, sure." And and then like was Eri, by the way, immediately got sent off on her merry way by the garden to go kill Kuzul, aka the guy possessing the elf from the one polycule. Which I don't like. We should probably talk about that more, right?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
That feels like a problem, maybe. So she's off doing that, but they can communicate via sending, or at least Faust can. I don't know if she has sending, but she had awakened mind. I don't know if she had both or just one of those. But either way, like they can occasionally chat, so they established that they're like gonna shoot each other a message every so often. So if she dies, we'll probably know. And then Faust was like super high on life, and it was like, holy shit, this is awesome. And then remembered that he was just a huge asshole to two of his like favorite people in the group. So that's a bit of a problem. And so they came back, and Faust apologized to Knack, and Knack apologized to him. They kind of sorted it out. It was kind of fucked. And also, Knack just kind of asked point blank if the party wants her to stay, which they kind of, with mixed results, said yes. But you know, that whole thing is probably gonna get a little bit shuffled after retconning stuff. So that is that. And like the agreement at the time was that we would, you know, gather our shit and get together a little bit, and then the next day we would go investigate Seaside. Like actually for real, instead of fucking around being sad. So that's pretty much it. And you know, the whole like idea of investigating Seaside, we probably should, since we're already here and like we're retconning the whole paper smuggling thing, and we decided that we would do like rent stuff. So I don't know how that's gonna go. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I guess the setup would be that shit kind of calmed down, and this was like the afternoon. So since then, everyone has kind of like chilled out a little bit. Maybe eaten in very awkward, half-assed conversation. I don't know, something of that sort. And we can either do like a walk in the woods, or we can do a camp watch conversation if we wanted to, which I'm always a huge fan of. I love sitting by the fire being sad. But yes, I think that's like everything that's like relevant right now. You read the Etterstone conversation, so you're all set up with that.
Yeah.
I hopefully remember all the shit that Faust has and hasn't told people. I need to like tell people more in the group because I don't remember what I told to whom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there's certain. I don't remember what we know about Beck and what we don't. I think most of the stuff has been said, though.
Yeah, I think like most of us do know that like everyone except Nak, who wasn't there, we know that her family is weird and that she's like regarded as a hero in Etterstone. And there's the whole big rock with the names. Don't know if the rest of the party is actually dead siblings, except that Faust and being tied to Ren outside of Etterstone. Faust tells Zara that he's gonna. It's implied that there's more than just Papu. So hypothetically, everyone except Nak knows about there being dead siblings in Beck's family. And then Faust also saw the fucking crazy preserved rooms and told Beck as much, and was generally trying to like be nice to her about it. Uh, so
Yeah.
I and as far as like Faust's lore goes, I think he mostly was telling shit to Zara until the point of like his age being revealed, where he said he is 469 years old. And he implied that like if you want to know what his deal is, you can literally ask any other Era Kokra and they will all know. So shout out to that. Um, and what else was there? Um, I don't think the I don't think we talked about that to a cleric. I think Faust told her that he has a way to potentially do resurrection. And hold on, I have that whole thing is transcribed actually. It's in here.
Yeah, I think so.
That shit is in God. Where the fuck is it? Hold on. Ba 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 ba. Northern Library is too far. The funeral. There we go. Ba 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 ba. Right. Um. How many times can you use it? Well, however many times you're willing to pay the cost, I suppose, or how many times you're able to pay it. 5. I figured you might say that. So that was a fucked up interaction. Jesus Christ. All of their interactions fuck me up. Um,
Yeah, I love that one
but
so
yes,
much.
so did, yeah, maybe we like eventually mentioned that. I am down to just say that the party is generally aware. Um, with like, I would say with the exception of Knack, because I don't think Knack was there for any of that.
Yeah.
Which also like a big important thing I think is that like Knack was not aware of just like the crazy hypocrisy that Beck was committing, which was why she was being very defensive on her behalf. And also because if she was allowed, she would be gay for Beck. I have learned. um, I always think about this. Um, but yeah, so that was horrible and sad. Hold on, there's a fucking wasp in my room. Hello, can I help
Oh,
you?
a lovely little
Um,
lady.
yeah, I just don't want her to like get in my hair or something.
Oh yeah,
um,
that's fair.
but yes, I'm not murdering her. No,
Oh, she
Haley,
just needs some water.
shame on you.
They're sweet little guys. They get bad rep, but they're
Yeah, they
nice.
they they do get bad rep.
You
They're
just
just
don't. If you're not a dick to them, then they don't mind you. Yeah,
yeah.
dude. I used to work. I don't know if I've said this before. I used to work as a crossing guard, and there was just like a bush next to my station that the wasps loved, and I was
Yeah.
really scared of them at first, but they're chill. At one time, I wore a hat when I usually didn't wear a hat, and they all came over to investigate. It was still me.
Aw, that's cute.
Yeah,
Uh, I don't know. Then maybe Texas wasps are just assholes. Maybe it's cultural.
could be.
uh, okay, but yes. So I think Faust generally told all the stuff like funeral rites and traditions and shit to Zera, so I don't think anybody else knows. Um, so it's just Beg's general knowledge is that he is somehow old as fuck. It has to do with like the deal he made. And immediately when she like brought up like the question of how he did it, he like was immediately like, dude, I tried to contact the garden again so I could see if I could do it with your siblings, and the bitch did not answer me until I had another warlock to involve. um God, which I have been thinking about that as well, because like so Eri got a sword, but like you only get your like fucking hashtag warlock item at level 3. So is she immediately a level 3 sword oath fucking warlock? Um because that's crazy. Good for her, I mean, and I'm sure this will have no bad consequences. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So she just class switched. Good for her. So yeah, I think that's generally it. I still have no idea what exactly I'm gonna tell you, but you know, I guess we'll find out.
We will figure it out. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, I think a like walk could be good because I don't think. I think Beck would be reluctant to hang around the group right now if
that
she's
is
still
fair.
mad.
Yeah. Oh Jesus. Who has trains stopping literally by their house?
Huh?
There was like a long screech, and it sounded like an old train coming into a station and stopping.
Oh, oh,
Was
spooky.
that you? Do you have trains by your house? Beck has been summoned by the well.
I
God.
do not. Was there like a screech from my microphone?
Maybe. I don't
Oh,
know.
that's weird.
That never
Because yeah,
happened before.
there wasn't any loud noise on my end, so.
Hmm. Oh, wild. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Um. All right. Okay. Um. I have not roleplayed in a second. I need to like get back into it. My God.
Yeah.
But yes, so I would say that the scene is that everyone's kind of settling down, and it's like an early evening question mark. It's like the sky is pink, and there's like weird gray clouds mixing with it. Um, it's all kind of cool, and they haven't had a chance to talk because unlike Knack, who was still in camp, Beck like actually did fuck off somewhere to not be around um with a seed, and you know at some point unfortunately they did have to pack it up so Acid wouldn't fucking faint from how much awesome training she was getting. um and they kind of all ate at some point, and it was weird, and nobody really like said anything, or maybe everyone like took their food like one by one. It was really probably very awkward. It was a horrible time for everyone.
Probably.
Yeah. Um, and I forgot if we had a cliff or a beach. I think we ended up not having a cliff because I asked for that for cinematic purposes, and Bem said no. um, so I think there's just a beach. Yeah, beach slash hill. Um, yes. I think. Why don't you tell me where Beck is and how she's doing, and I'll approach you afterwards.
Okay. Well, she hangs around to eat, and then I mean, Acid is here. Acid needs to rest. She probably was like, I could keep trading, and was falling over.
Yeah,
Um,
like dragging the sword on the ground.
yeah.
Actually, she didn't have a sword, did she?
Oh,
She
what
had
did she have?
something. She had a long weapon. She had something long and stabby. Did she have like a pike or something of the
Oh,
sort?
yeah, yeah. I gave her one of my pikes, right?
Yeah, I think so. I
Yeah.
think she also like had her because we did eventually like kid her up. Um That was a really weird moment now in retrospect because we like came up with our emblem and shit and we all like contributed to that and then we immediately got into a horrible argument.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So she is a pole
Yeah, yeah,
animal.
yeah. She had like a pike and a spear.
Um yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I think Beck starts going for a walk down the beach because like why not?
Hmm.
It's kind of pretty. Especially with the storm clouds getting cast in pink light hanging far over the water. You can see it dumping a veil of rain miles away. And it's
Oh. Dude, that sounds gorgeous. That is, oh my god. I'm just thinking about the scenery. We love the aesthetics.
yeah.
Okay. So Faust has kind of been like reveling in the whole part where Knack isn't leaving, so like that's cool, and also he now has kind of a buddy in his very fucked up thing going on, and also like it's kind of a weight off of his shoulders. It was not, it was not voluntary, but it's kind of cool that he does not have to be secretive about this. Mixed feelings because it's like on one hand he did very much enjoy not having to deal with this shit. On the other hand, now that it's like out there, it's kind of fine. Um because it turns out that Knack doesn't care. She's just like, oh, okay, long-term friend, cool. um and Zara and Ren did not have a chance to be bitter yet because there were other horrible things going on. Um, so it's like cool, awesome. But then he did yell at Beck a whole lot. And every time he's like, well, was I think I was justified. And then he looks down and he still has the bracelet that she got him, and he's like, fuck, god damn it.
Oh.
um so eventually the guild kind of wins, and he's like, well, okay, we made sure that Knack wasn't leaving, and I would really love for Beck to actually not leave. Yeah, Haley said it best. Faust 80% of the time is like, fuck. That is kind of his general existence, yeah.
Catchphrase.
um So, oh my god. I have no idea how to do this, but neither does he, honestly. He's just kind of, winging it. Um, thanks. So, yeah, I think Faust just kind of uh approaches Beck from like like you approach a horse from like an angle where she can clearly see him. So she doesn't kill him on sight.
Very
Um
non-threatening.
yeah, 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 yeah. Uh um God. I think he's just very weird about it. He just like walks up and is like, "You going on a walk?"
Yep.
Okay, well, you shouldn't stray too far. Just because we don't know what's out there. Except for big
Do you need
sea.
something?
Blake, I'm sorry I was yelling at you. I stand by most of what I said, but also I was a huge asshole. I was pissed off because, this really isn't what I wanted to do today, and I really did not want to have all this shit come up. And so I wish all of the stuff that I told you, I would have told you in a way that wasn't so loud. Um, so I wanted to start by apologizing for that.
Hmm.
Uh,
But you're not
uh
taking any of it back?
Um, frankly, no, not really. I do think that you get into trouble in a way that is more dangerous than it is productive. And I listen, and we just figured out that I am a huge liar, but like, okay, I'm not trying to be a hero, but I get the sense that you are trying to be that, and
I am.
um yeah, and I really don't think the way to go about that is to not rely on your team, but also we have not made it exactly easy to be relied upon, and I especially can see that in myself and my recent shortcomings. Um, so I wanted to acknowledge that. Um, yeah.
Well, I don't think you're actually sorry then. You still don't think I'm trustworthy.
I think I well because you do things on your own, and I really would prefer you not dead, or any of my friends, ideally. uh
Okay, so you think that I'm gonna get us killed?
what, oh, I okay, well, I didn't say it, you said it, but god, I hate them.
Well, hey, look, we gotta let them be mad first before we fix anything.
Yeah, I I do think you don't listen and you don't rely on the rest of us the way that you should, and you hold things against people that I don't think are fair. Um, which
Well,
I
look, okay, if I don't do things, things don't get done. Someone has to do something, and if no one else is gonna do it, then I have to.
and I understand that. I swear that I do. That's I ugh um God. I do understand that, but I think that wait, hold on. How many of us are there? There's five of us, right? I'm not insane. Hold on. I do think that five pairs of hands, claws, wings, whatever, can do more than one. Um
So then follow my
Especially,
lead. Not that hard.
well, it is kind of hard because you're not leading as much as you're running ahead of us, if that makes sense. Um, I it um and it I do want to listen. I want to help you. I know it might currently seem like I really don't, and like I'm a huge asshole, but I do want to help because I do get it. And at least I hope I get it, and I cannot follow your lead without knowing that you're not going to lead me to certain death, because as we have established, I have been alive for a good long while, and I did this not by following every idiot into every insane heroic act that they committed to. I did it by not making horrible decisions on every turn. um
So,
and so I would like to continue to live. Ideally, I would still like to help people, especially with all the possible end of the world dreams and all that shit, but ideally at the end of it I don't die. Okay, and we have been really close to that for a while, and there's plants coming out of my body currently, so I would like to not go any further with that if I can help it.
Well, look, Faust, I'd like to help you too. I'd like to help everybody. I don't know if you actually want to help me. You're so inconsistent with it. You, I thought that you wanted to. I thought, but no, you keep flip flopping between it. You keep saying, oh yeah, I want to help, and then you tell me it's not my fault, and then you tell me that I'm unreliable. What do you want from me? What am I supposed to do?
I. Oh my god, that was really good. Oh my god.
Thank you.
um, hold on. How the fuck do I answer that? um, I do truly believe that you are trying to do your best, and I do stand by my opinion that none of that was your fault. It just every person and every person. This is a core belief that I hold, and that I'm trying to stand by. Every person is responsible for their own actions and for their own behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this gets complicated uh, when you're also a part of any community, a flock, a family, a party of adventurers. Um, you have to you have to kind of. I forgot where I was going with this. God damn it.
Where is
um, my point is that I do believe that you are doing your best. But I mean, generally, I think you're trying to help people. But, while you're doing that, I need you to remember the people that you're working with and who are trying to help you. And currently it's messy, and it's kind of god awful, but I think I'm going in circles. My point is that God, I don't know where I was going with that shit. I
Do you want
think
me to cut in?
I got tangled in my own words. Okay, hold on. That's in character, actually. Faust is just like very stumbling over it. I've decided he's had a day. He doesn't know what he's saying.
All right. I can
I
cut in if you want, like, time to think.
no. I think it's I do want to help you because I suspect that at the core of it, I understand what you're feeling and going through. I can't know, but I I'm kind of honestly, I just want um I guess I want you to trust me that I get it.
Well,
And that's why I'm trying to help, and why it makes me a huge asshole sometimes.
look, I get what it's like to be a part of a community. Um, the problem is sometimes that doesn't save you. Like, it's not as if working together is going to make us any less danger prone. And
Hold on, I think you cut out. Any less what?
like, danger prone, um, we're still gonna run into things that are too much, and we have to deal with it. And there's no time to hesitate when it comes to stuff like that. You just have to do it. And I I did trust you, and now you're talking like Like you don't think I'm worth anything.
That is not what I said. Okay, that is not at all what I said. Um, I never let anyone question whether you're worth anything. Okay, you have worth by basis of showing up to this goddamn existence. Okay, that's like it comes free. Okay, the moment you hatch or the moment you're born, um, or however you show up here, that's like it's there from the beginning.
Yeah, but some people are worth more than that.
I, I don't. Huh? Okay, that's. I'm gonna unpack that later. All right. um. um. That's okay. You know what? How about I prove to you that I do want to trust you and that I see your worth for what it is.
Okay, prove it.
I would like to tell you something. I would like to tell you why I feel that I understand some of what you're going through. Um, so, God, oh, um, where do I even? Okay, so this obsession with death, or rather avoiding it, I think I've always had it. I think that I don't know. It's been with me ever since I was little. And so when you reach a certain, because the bird folk, they usually stick to their own, but there's a point where you reach early maturity, and you're allowed to either temporarily or permanently, that's up to you, you're allowed to travel outside of your home and explore the world, so that we don't isolate ourselves entirely, so that we know what's going on and we can keep up with new medicine and stuff like that. And the moment that I could do this, I went and looked for any way that I could possibly avoid dying, um, any possible way that I could avoid turning into a rotten fucking corpse at the bottom of a cliff. Um, I, and I, there's a lot of ways that are either expensive or hurt people, or both. A lot of them are both. Um, and I was not exactly down for draining people of blood or whatever, because what I've been taught and what I truly believe is that a person is responsible for their own life and has has a responsibility to look after their community, but what they do with their life and what they do with themselves is up to them. It comes from the idea of, you only live for 30 years, so do whatever the fuck makes you happy. Otherwise, what is that short life for? And I've kept that. And then none of that worked, and truthfully, my family and my flock did not like this direction that I was going very much, because the second edge to a double-edged sword that this mentality is that if you try to change your lifetime and how long it takes, that is unnatural. That is seen as basically a sin. It's not. There's so few things that would make the Aarakocra truly hate you and not forgive you, but touching your natural lifeline is one of them, because it's ridiculous. It's like, oh, you have been gifted with this, so live your 30 years happily and then fucking drop. Fuck you. It's stupid and unfair, and I hate it. And so that's why I was looking. And you know what? The point of it originally, the point of it was that if I found a way that was functional, I could fix this problem for everyone. That was the original plan, was that if I found a way to do this, I would be able to bless my people with, I don't know, at least the lifespan of an average human. um it's some like 90 to 100 years sure is preferable to 30. That's 3 times as much. It would be incredible. It would mean that we would be able to evolve in a much better way. We would have so much more time to do things, and and we would have so much more time to live. And so I looked, and I got really desperate, and I didn't know what I was doing. And frankly, I came back home empty-handed. I had so many possible options, but a lot of them were fake and not functioning. And again, a lot of them involved hurting people, and I don't want to do that. Um, and but then at at one point, I dreamt of I dreamt. Hold on. I had a dream, um, and in that dream, the garden manifested to me, and it is it is not just plants and flowers. It is a living being. It is something. Uh, it is something alive and not talking the way that we do, but talking nevertheless. Um, and uh, and it promised me, in exchange for my service, 1,000 years of life. It promised me that I could live until basically exactly until my 1,000th birthday, which is great because it's like a specific day that I can count down to. So, awesome. And this, it's not true immortality, but it's still incredible, right? That's basically as close as I might get. Um, and I'm truly, I was ecstatic. I woke up and I felt different. I felt like so much more. I felt like I found it, like I got it, right? And I went to my family and I told them the good news, and I was so ecstatic because this is something that anyone can do, right? You can simply call to the garden, or I can do it apparently, and you can just ask, and you'll get to live for as long as elves. That's incredible. And I told them this, and they looked at me with so much hatred and disgust, and they asked me why I would ever have done that. And they just would not comprehend the blessing that it was. And um and so from there I was called the Faust, which is based on an old story. And
It's not your name?
it is not. I used to be called something else, but that's not really fitting anymore. While this is a Faust, the Faust, now, but a Faust is a person who does something ordinarily foolish, and in the process loses something important to them, um, and uh, and because of how grand apparently this misdeed of mine was, everyone learned of it eventually. I tried to stay with my family after, because not even this will truly have you, I don't know, banished or exiled or whatever. The Aarakocra stick by each other, but not kicking me out did not mean letting me stay a part of things. Um I stood by and watched my siblings have children, and those children having children, and I watched everyone die, and I was right there. The answer was right there. And nobody would take it. Nobody liked the solution that I provided. And so eventually I got tired of watching people die, even though it was so goddamn easy to not. Um, so after I think somewhere when I was around 100, um, I left. I decided I could not stand it anymore, and I figured I might as well, try and visit other tribes, see how they were faring, see if there was anyone else who would not be stupid about this and who would not hold onto stupid old traditions in the face of a clear solution to our biggest problem. Um, but I got to another group, um and they didn't even call me by my name anymore. They just called me Faust. And again, it was just hatred. So after that, I just stopped trying on that front, because it turns out that Aarakocra are a stubborn people and want to live their measly 30 years and then die and fall off a cliff. And since then, I thought I would go and explore and live, but it's because I'm not immortal, as we've learned, in that I cannot be killed. It's just that I get to live for a long time unless somebody stabs me really well. Um, and so it was terrifying. And uh, I usually mostly just went from town to town and avoided other birds, and every so often I would find a party to stick with so that I had less of a chance of dying, and I'd stick with them for a while, and eventually I'd go, hey, so I'm off to die because I'm old, and then I would leave and find as long as I could without dying. And um and I did that 300 years. Um, and I would have continued doing that, except then at one point I was in another town and I was looking for, I don't even know what I was looking for anymore. Um, and I saw this tall pink tiefling, and the garden, for the first time since I dreamt of the deal, And for the first time since I gained my 1,000 years, the garden spoke to me and urged me to talk to him. And so I did, and that was how I met Zara. Um and now I'm here, and frankly, I have never felt more at home in those 300 years than I started feeling with you guys, with these people. And it's insane because when I joined you, I was like, oh, these guys are gonna get me killed immediately. But then it was fun, and it felt like being alive again. And I didn't even know I lost that, but yeah, that it was sort of incredible. And then we got to Etterstone, and I um and I saw you, and I saw your family, and I couldn't help but see myself. And so the way they talk to you and the way you treat them, I just I it's hard not to it's just I relate. So have that. I haven't really told this to anyone. Um the Erico girl, no, but I really like not knowing. Not I really like people not knowing, but I think we're at a point where it might do more good for people to be aware. And I think specifically because I really want to help you, and I think that I'm more than equipped to do so. But I guess the price is to be known and to be seen, to be trusted. So have that. I guess. I yeah.
Oh,
Jeez, I regret that immediately. Oh, I think I might throw up.
yeah, Beck has stopped walking by this point and is just kind of like standing there.
Post is like leaning over old man style. He's just like, oh, I
Like hands on his knees, like, oh.
yeah, pretty much.
Ooh. When I have to like think of how to respond.
Hi, Chad. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, I think Beck stands there like quiet for a longer stretch.
Yeah.
She's like, you haven't told anyone else about this?
I not really. It's embarrassing every time because it's like, oh, my entire family thought that this thing that I did in earnest to save our entire humanity was fucked up so much that they basically invented a slur just for me. You know, it's like,
Well, you
it's
tried to
not a
save
fun
them and
story to tell.
they didn't want to be saved. That's not on you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Do you like being called Faust?
Frank, I don't know. Um it's not exactly a slur, Haley. I'm it's like, but it is just like a word specifically for him at this point. um, um, frankly, I don't know. It kind of, the way it feels is that my old name is the name traditionally given. Um, and I'm not exactly part of the tradition anymore. And so and so at this point I didn't quite like the Faust. It's weird. But Faust, I mean, I am the guy from the story at this point. So I think it's fine. I don't know. Complicated feelings.
Well, if you're proving that you trust me, then I think you should go all the way. What's your name?
Um, um, uh, um, hmm. Okay, I am only telling Aiden this. I am I am doing this in secret. You don't have to leave. I'm just gonna message it to you. Hold on. Where the hell are you? Right. So the crazy interesting thing about this is Faust hasn't really said his own name or like well he thinks about it, but he hasn't really said his own name in years. Like probably in all like those 300 years since he left his own flock. And I need to hold on, I need to make sure that I'm spelling it right. Hold on. Give me just a
me with
second.
me with Beck's name, to be honest.
And so it's yeah, except for that one fun thing. Basically, Beck is currently experiencing the same thing that Haley's Jay is experiencing in another universe. But I did not say the name in the fic either, so like you can all go read it if you want.
Okay.
So right, okay. I will tell you, but this is extremely personal and important to me, and I don't know how I feel about it, and it's weird, but I do want you to trust me, so I need you to promise that you are not going to use this or tell this to anyone without my say so. I also need you to promise that you won't laugh.
I swear to you on both counts.
Okay. And he tells her the name.
She does not laugh.
I can hear you laughing.
She's like, an interesting name.
Uh-huh. Okay, sure, fine. You can laugh if you want. Okay, it's
I wasn't no, I swore I'm not laughing.
But yeah, that's it. The thing is I genuinely it's like carrying it in your pocket. All right, I guess I don't have one of those, but it's like carrying it with you. It's without actively like equipping and using it, right? It's I just have it, and I don't know. It doesn't feel like me right now, but it also doesn't feel like not me anymore. It's just like a section. It's like a chapter that is still in there, but not the current one, right? It's
Yeah.
but yes, right.
Yeah, I
He
get
is
that.
so just God, so many feelings.
Thanks.
Yep. That is I think pretty much it. I think everything that there is to know about me can be summed up in all of that. So I hope I hope this helps you understand. If I've completely missed the mark and I just misread the signals, I have not deeply interacted with people for 300 years. So kind of longer. So you know, it's I I don't expect anything other than this is my gesture to hopefully make you understand that I'm serious. I do want to help you, and because that's kind of what the whole point has been this entire time. I used to try and do that, and then I forgot, and then I joined this goddamn party, and it's like, oh right, that's what I was trying to do, and so yeah, I would like to offer a trade of all of this in exchange for you basically know my entire life. And so I would ask you to hold it and treat it carefully, because now you know every side to it. And I would like it to remain as intact as it can be with, plants, I guess.
Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna tell anyone. Yeah.
Great. Thanks.
And I don't think you were off the mark either. When you were talking about the way your family was, yeah, I understood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Good. Good. So then so hopefully you understand that whatever happened, um the trust, hopefully, ideally, is mutual, and I genuinely, you don't have to tell me, that's not what I'm getting at, but I needed to know that whatever happened, I am going to be here and try and help. I just, we treat each other with how do I say this? With a level of preservation, I guess. um Also, it
Yeah.
turns out that like the people in this party kind of like just kind of suck, all of them. So
Oh,
I
I see.
it's
So it's not just me that you're mad at, huh?
God, it's not that I'm honestly, it's not that I'm mad. I was mad at Nak. I was mad at Nak and you, um, specifically for because I. First of all, I fucking hate Zenith, and I can't believe that you decided that the best course of action to keep me safe would be to involve him in any capacity. Fuck that guy. But also, I hate the idea of someone or something that is not me wearing my skin and my goddamn body that I have fought fucking claw and beak for. Okay, I it frankly makes me viscerally uncomfortable. So that's like the smaller part that I was pissed about. And then mostly it's just not to tell anybody else's secrets, I suppose, but it's just I um I just think that um how do I put this? Um Bem, shut up, Bem, shut up. Bem in text chat
Ooh.
just said, "Oh, so impersonation makes him viscerally uncomfortable." Yeah, if he met the shapeshifter and it looked like him, he would go feral about it. He would hate that. And also, there's the other thing, but let's not worry about that. Um, um, yeah. Um, but the thing I was gonna say, what the hell was I getting at? But again, the reason I'm mad at you is mostly because I see you trying your best, but you get like tunnel vision in doing so. You like really try to like do the most heroic thing, and um and I don't know how to say this other than like like dude, okay, so like this does not always have the consequence that you want it to have, as I would hope I would be the best lesson for. And this isn't always necessarily you, because it's like, it's not my fault that there's now songs about how Faust is the stupidest motherfucker alive. But like, I guess I need you to be aware of us. And from what I've gathered, if we're able to, we are going to help you, and we're like going to support you. That's why all of us like backed you up immediately with your mom, because I honestly like, no, actually, some offense, I kind of hate your mom, okay?
Hey,
um just but yeah, it's I was angry because I care. Okay? I was angry because I genuinely do believe that we can do something together that we couldn't do apart. And also, it feels like maybe there's something fucked up going on with the world and gods, and I'm kind of scared.
I do
But
think
I'm getting off point.
there is something big coming. I do
Yeah.
think we should
Yeah.
be the ones to handle it.
Mm. Yeah. So that's yep. I think that's I God, I don't think there's any more. I again, I am sorry about how this initially came out. Just I hmm I don't I think I think that's everything. Just so I can just leave you to your walk now. I if um
Yeah, I think you're you really mean that, so I'll
I do.
try.
I was so hoping to get some Becklor, dude. What the hell is happening?
Oh, she was thinking about it, but um, I don't know. I couldn't think of a way to make her like relate it to
This
what's
is so
being talked
sad.
about.
Um Oh, you know what I was gonna say? I got distracted. But I was right. So you want to know a very funny thing? When I first joined you guys, I quickly decided all of you were fucking terrifying. So like uh because um because you're all really good at what you do, but this generally means being extremely violent.
Ah, well.
It's like, God, you're terrifying, and so it's like,
Yeah,
God.
I am, aren't I?
But then um and for a while I was like, man, I might have to ditch these guys because they suck, and why am I like spending time getting lost in the woods? And you know why I did that, actually? Because I don't know if I told you this exactly, but yeah, oh well. So at one point, right, when we were fighting the dragon way back in Ren's village, um I at one point, me and Nak, I don't know if I think you guys got separated at that point, but anyways, point is, at one point, right, we're hiding with the people that we found in the tree, and there's a goddamn dragon like fighting against the door, and we're trying to hold it closed so that it doesn't fucking eat all of us. And Nak, even despite the immediate danger, decides to try and negotiate with the dragon. And that's crazy. That's insane behavior, but also there's some insane hope in that, um that I frankly admire insanely. And keep I keep seeing this in all of you. It's insane. It's like it's you're all unhinged, but in a way that fascinates and delights me a little bit because like so Knack is there and she's getting retcon, so we don't know what exactly she's gonna be doing and not gonna be doing. But she is not scared to hold on. They're discussing kissing in the chat, and I need to say Ben says that everyone that kisses dies in campaign, and I think it would be worth it for a phage kiss. To be so honest, I would risk it all. But anyways, back to my point. Right. So Knack has this insane hope in people about her, and this like unending determination to protect people. I think that's staying canon, so I can say that. And uh, and then you just like I know I just said that this is like a quality that is terrifying when working with you, but it is still admirable that you just jump into insane danger in trying to do the right thing. And I specifically I keep I feel weird about bringing it up, and but I specifically keep thinking about that in the mine you jumped after me. You didn't. I imagine that wasn't entirely about me at that point, but I would not have gotten out of the mine without you navigating me out. I would have just probably been stuck in the fucking dirt plane forever. And the worst thing that could happen to me, truthfully, is being buried alive. Which is what that would have been. And I keep thinking about that, and I need you to know that you did nothing less than literally drag me out of a grave in that moment.
I'm glad.
It's yeah, and and so it's like, but you know, the way that we did that and the way that we survived that was that we both did what we can do to navigate and to get us out and to get her out. So um so it's an example of my point, basically, is that I'm not trying to stop you from being brave. I just need you to also be a little bit strategic about it and depend on me, because I'm depending on you. Um and you know, and there's Zara, which is the other thing that I was trying to get to and almost forgot about that. And it's
Oh yeah, I
like
forgot about that.
he has this insane drive to talk to everyone and to meet everyone and to be friends with people unless they're like assholes about it. It's kind of insane, and it's because I'm a huge liar and a huge coward, and so it's kind of insane that Zara keeps committing to being friends with me. And it's it she kind of made me realize that I truly do care about all of you guys, because she kept very much caring about me. And this is kind of the other thing that I wanted to talk about normally, because Beck, you need to stop blaming him for Papu's death. I'm sorry to be blunt about it. I am sorry that I yelled about it and was a huge asshole. But I you know it was not his fault. You know that Zara was nothing more than a vessel in that moment, and it could have been any of us. And it's I just I'm sorry to be a huge jerk about it and to keep nagging about it, but this can go no further than here. Because that is, we hash our thing out and whatever. But like if you and Zara are not capable of functioning, it's going to keep fucking us up, and it kind of all hinges on what I feel is you putting blame on someone who does not deserve it. Okay? And before you say anything, that does not mean that it's your fault. It does not mean that it's anybody's fault. It just happened, and it's unfair, and it sucks. But as we've established, we can fix it. We can unfuck it. So there is no reason, aside from horrible bitterness, to keep taking it out on Zara. And speaking from experience, do not let shit fester in you because you will rot from the inside before you're even buried. Do not do that to yourself because it is going to make you worse.
I mean, if it's not his fault, then it's got to be somebody's.
I mean, it really doesn't. If it's anyone's fault, it's the fault of a mind controlling spider that was trying to survive because it's an animal. And like,
Oh, what
it's
about the 5 heroes that were there specifically to protect everyone?
the 5 heroes have been dead for who knows how long. They're like, one of them turned into a god, and we don't even know if that god is still functional. And also, like, fuck gods in general because they're assholes. Power does that to you. You kind of turn into this distant jerk who thinks that he's better than everybody. It's fuck the 5 heroes. Frankly, they're useful for clues on what's going on, and that's it. Do not. You don't have to respect those guys. You don't have to. You don't have to. Fuck those
I
guys.
meant
Be a better
us.
hero than them by being here.
I meant us. We were there.
Us.
We could have killed the spider. It's
Well,
my sister.
okay. I know, but it's sometimes sometimes it's
Okay,
just sometimes it's just not enough. And this is not sometimes shit is just unfair. You know? I just it does not mean that it was anybody's fault, okay? We all tried our best, and in that moment, it just could not have been enough, and it wasn't. Okay, but I tried to put armor on her, and we tried to fight Zara, and never mind the fact that what would we have done without bringing her down there when she knew the mines better than us? What would he? We would have gotten lost immediately before the mine even started getting weird. Okay, it was all things considered a good decision that she went with us, and it just
yeah.
fucked us over. And I'm sorry about that. And I wish there was more to do, but again, that does not have to be the final thing. Like, that doesn't have to be the last thing that we dwell on. We can go and look for gems and fix it.
Yeah, we can fix it.
Yeah, exactly. It's I need you to remember that it sucks, and I'm really sorry, and but it doesn't have to be the end of it, you know? And you don't have to finalize this thing by deciding on someone to be blamed for it. If like it yeah, that's pretty much it. Not every bad situation that happens is someone specific's fault. That's like trying to fault someone for a flood or a forest fire. It's like it's just it shit just happens for no reason sometimes, and that's fucked. Okay?
Can I tell you the truth?
Always.
This is my job now. When there's a disaster, it's me that has to show up and save people. That's what I do. So if something bad happens and I'm there and I didn't stop it, then it is my
Who put
fault.
who put you in charge of this? Who
I
decided that
did.
that well, then
I'm good at it. It's the thing I'm good at.
ah and yet. Right. Okay. Um I have you ever considered that this doesn't have to be the only thing that you are though? That
It's what I want to
like
be.
why? Are you doing this? Are you are you hold on. Are you doing all this heroic stuff? You self-appointed yourself a hero, but what you're actually doing is in any situation that you're in, regardless of if it's your fault or not, you're making yourself to yourself the target of the blame. Am I to understand this right?
Well, I mean, if there's something to be done and I mean I'm there, then yeah, if I don't do anything, that would be on me.
Okay, and what if you do your best and it doesn't work?
Then I have to get better.
Okay. I um I don't think you're being heroic. I think you're just being a martyr.
No. I'm not
Don't
going to
deflect it.
die.
Sorry, what did you say?
I'm not going to die.
Except, yes, you might. I've seen you die the first adventure that we were on. I saw you drop, dude.
Well, that was a mistake on my part. We don't have to talk about that. Um,
Wait, you started
but
it, though. Hold on. Hold on.
well,
No,
look.
hold on.
That's why I got better since then, and I'm doing better now, and I'll keep getting better, and then it won't happen again. Easy.
Okay, but in the meanwhile, you will fuck up. This is inevitable. When you're.
No.
And. What do you mean, no? I hate her. I need her to explode. God. Because really out here, like, I'm built different.
Yeah, yeah. I'd just not lose.
Except that you do. Oh.
Well, that's why I
Oh.
have to get better.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I. Okay. God, hold on. I have to figure out where the fuck to go from here because I don't think Faust is wise enough to do therapy to her right now. I
Well, listen,
I need
you
to.
said you trusted me, so you gotta trust that I know what I'm doing on this front as well.
I truly don't think you do. Because I think you're not really what. So, what is the final goal of this job that you have given yourself? What are you looking to get out of this eventually?
Well, I mean, of course, I'd like to save the world and, you know, they'll know about it.
Okay, cool. What after that?
Well, you know, keep amassing glory. Keep doing heroic things.
Uh-huh. Hmm. So
I don't see what's so wrong about that.
I just I um hmm I hmm I'm just sorry. I'm fascinated by who taught you to do this and to be this. What
Taught
like
me.
I don't know. Like right, God. Ugh. Um how do I explain this? It is hmm. I'm like hold on. I'm like torn between two different things that might both be like in character for Faust. I'm just like deciding which would be better in the long run to do. And I'm also like, is there any way that I can mine lore out of you still?
There is a way.
um, I think I need a clue then because I have no idea which direction to go right now.
Okay.
But I would
If you
like
press,
this to not be for nothing.
yeah, if you keep pressing on why she wants to do this, I think you'll get there.
Right. That's right. Yeah. Um. So like, sorry. I just had a weird moment, dude. Voices in my head. That's crazy. um. But so so you're doing this for glory, then? That's what I'm.
Oh yeah.
You're so you're potentially ready to die for glory.
Well, I'm not gonna die for it, but I
Okay,
mean,
well, sometimes it looks like you might.
I'm not going to. Um,
Okay,
but
and you
yeah, I
know
mean,
why? You know why you haven't died for glory yet? Because we keep dragging you out of dying. So this is actually supports more of my thesis that you really gotta like remember to rely on your team because it like I dude,
yeah,
neither of us, okay, and I don't think any of the other guys either would have gotten here if we just dropped into situations on my own. For
yes,
I'm
I've
saying this
already,
for getting like
I
flashbacks from this weird timeline where we separated the party and all immediately got really fucked up. That's crazy.
I've already agreed to try listening more. So yes, I understand that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I just like, and so I need you to first of all, I need you to stop saying that you're not gonna die when that is like a distinct possibility 100% of the time. Um,
Uh-huh.
that's like it makes me think that you still have the confidence that you can drop into whatever whenever. And it's like, oh, I'm not gonna die. Yes, because we will be forced to follow and drag you out of it because we're trying to either be good friends or just be responsible people. I can't talk for anyone else. But so that's there. But also there is a possibility that you might die. There is a possibility that the world will end. I don't know what exactly is happening. There's like gods fucking around more than usual. There's weird shit going on. Um, and so like I mean, I guess I'm not gonna what's the word? I'm not gonna like restrict you from doing this all stuff for glory, but um I it's um how it I just hold on. I don't know how to explain this. I actually don't know if I would be able to word this to a person if I was actually like trying to talk them out of this because it's like, yeah, that's kind of real. Uh, um, I guess I would also like there to be like nice songs about me is the thing, you know? Like that would be cool. To go from like Faust the moron to Faust the guy who saved the world.
Yeah, we'll get there.
But yeah, but like I genuinely don't know where I was going with this. It's just like it feels like you're not you're it feels like you're not trying to um fight to win. You're trying to fight until you die is what it sounds like.
Oh
You
no.
it I just
Look, I'm going to be real with you.
uh-huh.
Um, my family has lost enough kids. I'm not looking to do that to my parents.
Which is why you're out here doing heroism as your job and
Well, yeah, 'cause I'm gonna be fine.
you're specifically putting it on yourself to get into danger on any opportunity that you get. That's that's your
Well,
answer to is it because I feel if you were really like if that was your priority, your family being concerned about you, you would be at home cutting rocks and going into crazy mines, it feels like. So let's be real, like what else is there? Why are you just out here waiting for any fight that you can get into? Um Pretending that it's always a heroic thing to do and that it's always gonna go your way.
oh yeah, because my only other option is staying at home and cutting rocks, right?
I did not say that. I just it your other option, there's so many ways to not be in deadly situations. There's so many other jobs. I mean, I've been pretty good at this until recently. Um so it's because that's kind of if my family was concerned about me, I would not leave home, or I would, but I would be doing things that are not fighting dragons and going into other planes and shit like that. um so what the hell is up with that? I don't think that's why you do it.
Wait,
This
I mean, if you're asking why I risk my life, I mean, I can handle it. Other people can't. Like, it's not complex.
uh-huh, sure. I But you were doing this before you met these people though, right? The party.
Oh yeah.
So
And
how
hey,
long
look
have
at
you been
that, I'm
doing
not
this?
dead.
Well, yeah, sure. So and you've just been doing this?
I mean, I stuck around defending Etterstone for a while, but, you know,
Right, with the mercenaries.
yeah. After a while, they were fine.
And you decided to go elsewhere even though you were safe and your people were safe?
Well, yeah, because, like I said, I can handle it. Most people can't. Etterstone was safe, so why not lend my abilities elsewhere?
So, hmm, hmm. I don't know how to phrase it, but there is something nagging at my brain right now. Um, so it's not that you happen to be by danger and you step in. It's that you seek it out.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
And this is your answer to uh, your parents not wanting to lose any more kids, to go seek out danger.
Well, I think that's a rather un uncharitable way to frame that.
That's funny. That's what you just told me. Is that is
Well,
that you're trying not to scare your family anymore? And then you went on to be like, yeah. And I went and looked for more danger.
look, it's not
Who
going to be
would
a
do
problem
that?
if I'm fine.
So you're deluding yourself because you're not gonna be fine. You haven't been fine.
I am fine. Look at I'm still standing here in front of you.
Yeah, and I do remember several times healing you and using spells to stabilize you. That's crazy. I sure wonder what would have happened if you were there on your own, which is apparently what you've been doing before these people.
Well, I wasn't on my own then. I was with the group, like you've been saying.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
with the group.
but you haven't decided to do this stuff with the group. You started out doing it on your own, and I'm just like, so you would have probably gotten into most of the situations that we have been to in anyways if we weren't there. Am I getting this right?
Well, I mean, maybe. I can't say for sure.
If there was a cult town and you saw that the people were in danger and you were on your own, would or wouldn't you not try and figure it out and fight a cult?
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been
Um,
fine.
Has anyone properly told you what happened when we got into the town with the shapeshifter pretending to be you?
Um,
Because I don't think anyone did,
I
actually.
don't think I got specifics actually.
Right. So basically, you might as well get caught up on this. This is a perfect time. So we got into the town and we figured out that there was something shady going on. And at one point, we went to investigate a weird cellar. We got locked down there, and there were apparently tunnels going under the whole town. Um, and we went through them, and at one point we got into a fight. There were guards, and our stupid goddamn invisibility cloak failed because it's shitty. I remember what the exact rules is, but that's irrelevant right now. Um, but like, and and then also Nodbeck attacked us from behind, so we were just in this hallway. Um, and at first we were trying to fight the guards, but then immediately Knack, I think, got paralyzed or something got put on her. Um, and we just with Ren got absolutely blasted, and Zara wasn't there because she was off doing commission work. And then we're trying to get into this fight proper, and suddenly what we until then believed was you, right, swung at us and started fighting us as well from the other side. And this was possibly one of the most scariest fights. I have not been in that many fights, but this was one of the scariest that I have been in. We almost died. I cannot believe that we got out of there at all and that none of us died in there. Um, and this was we could not fight these guys. It got fucked up so fast because at first we were trying to unpossess you, and then we figured out that wasn't working, and we didn't know what to do. So we were like, all right, well, we gotta run, and we still almost died because it's hard to run through a goddamn tiny little tunnel underground around an apparent shapeshifter. And so, and that was horrendous. And I cannot believe that we made it out again alive. And and that was three of us. That was Knack and me and Ren, who honestly is one of the most capable people that we have. Like I'm not made for fighting, but Knack and Ren are way more capable than I am. And so it's just, so you've told me that you would have gotten into this on your own, and I truly believe that if you on your own got into a fight with a whole ass cult with a shapeshifter on even without the shapeshifter, honestly, I think you would have been dead. And
I
the
think you're assuming I would have done the same things as you.
uh-huh. Okay. So what would you have done? Actually, this is gonna be way too elaborate. I don't want to go down that route. Um, um, right. Well, maybe you wouldn't have done the same thing as me, but I do know that you would have gone to investigate, and then you would have followed those clues, most likely back into the tunnels, because that's where all the shady shit was happening. And then you would be like, oh, I can take them. I'm built different. And then you would have a bunch of people swarm you and paralyze you and probably uh sacrifice you to a fucked up god they were summoning.
Sounds to me like you just want to believe I would have died.
Because I have evidence to support that. Yes.
A hypothetical, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. I feel like I'm getting farther away.
A little bit.
God. Oh, jeez. I need to explode her with my mind. Okay, let me think about this for a second.
Yeah, go
Um,
you were close for
I
a second there, and then it kind
I hate you. That's not telling me anything. It's like, oh yeah, somewhere along all the rants that you just had, that you got it for a moment. It's like, okay, I also made a whole animatic and it talked about something and that was not touched on before, and then I also did not know what that was. Like, okay, well, there's a lot of things that I just said. That's not giving me anything. Um, hmm. God, I need to explode violently forever.
yeah, that's fair.
It's just, it feels like you're contradicting yourself, and like you somehow are like refusing to believe that you're not uh in like it feels like you're trying to convince me, a person who has seen you get defeated before, that you're undefeatable. And I just struggle to understand the confidence behind that, because it feels frankly unearned. Um like it's, and that frankly scares me a little bit. Because
I
I
mean,
just,
I don't know if you single-handedly fought off a whole army, I think you might feel, that maybe you
you did what?
have earned that. Yeah,
Hold on. You did what? Wait, hold on. What?
didn't I tell you this story already?
Was that the mercenaries?
Yeah,
I thought that was
everybody
like
else.
5 of them. What do you mean a whole army?
I mean, it was pretty big.
What, hold on. What's pretty big? Like
Okay, and
10
now
pretty
I'll
big? Or like,
I'll
huh?
give you this, that I didn't defeat the army myself, but I did hold them off, and that inspired people behind me to get up and help.
Okay. What? Oh my. Okay. Hold on. I forgot to be offended, because that sounds fucking insane. Um.
Thank you.
What? So what? Okay. What? Sorry, I'm just what? How? What? How?
I mean, yeah, that was the day that I got my oath because
What do
well,
you mean
I
got
already
your oath? I thought you make your oath. I'm still
yeah,
confused about Calvin stuff.
I made the oath. Um, but I mean, I already told you. I realized that uh, if nobody did anything, then everything beautiful in the town would be destroyed. And if somebody had to do something, it might as well be me. So I got up, I took my axe, and I killed as many of those motherfuckers as I could.
Holy shit. Um, God. Um,
So,
well, it's good.
when I tell you that I'm capable and that I'm cut above most people, I have evidence for that as well.
God. That must have been fucking terrifying.
I mean, yeah, at the time. I'm used to it now.
Yeah, I still feels weird, especially Neck kind of accidentally infected with Memorial, so I'm kind of weird about actually like killing people. It's like, the whole not touching someone else's life, like, but I self-defense would, but oh my God. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. Because you like I like because people kept talking about it, but I assume, I don't know, it was like five fucked up evil guys going door to door, like bullying people and occasionally killing someone.
Oh,
A fucking army.
yeah, they were gonna wipe us out.
Why? What
Well,
was that? Was all about the fucking money?
yep,
Jesus Christ, that's fucked.
yeah. People like
Sorry.
that. I'm not a big fan of killing people myself, but people like that, that at a certain point, there's nothing else you can do.
Mhm, mhm. Okay. Um. Okay. So why is your mom super weird about that? Because at one point we were like talking about that because if that was me, right? I know that like my family also sucks, but like if that was me and my kid did that, if like I would have been like insane, that because that's insane. That's kind of awesome. How like God.
Yeah.
And
Um,
like so it's but every like your family got so weird about it.
well, they were pretty happy at the start. I
Uh-huh.
think they just expected it to wear off eventually. Um,
Hmm.
they didn't realize that I got better. That changed me. And
Oh,
I'm not.
but
I found something that was better than just staying at home and making sculptures. Um, something that people could look at me and see how much better I was. Um, and I think they expected that I should just go back to how things were before. Now that, and I understand now that the town was saved, it would have been comfortable for everyone if we could just, go back to how it was. But I don't know. I before
oh,
before it was uh well, it just wasn't anything special, you know?
oh, oh, Beck. That's oh.
Why are you making those sounds?
I so it's not that you're looking for a fight, it's that you never left it.
Oh, sure. I mean, like I said, it's uh it's what I'm good at, and people can see that, and I like that. So I'm going to keep doing it.
Hmm. Um. So, what if we save the world and there's nothing more to do? And
Oh, please. There's always going to be more to do. There's always going to be people like those merchants. Even if we save the world, someone else is going to try and do something. We'll just have
and
to
you're
save it
gonna
again.
and you're gonna stay in the fight forever.
I mean, making it sound like there's one long continuous fight. Um, so a bunch of different ones.
Um. Faust is like looking at her right now, like, how do I tell her? And it's like, God, dude, fuck. Oh, I actually, God, dude, it's fucked up because, God, she never left the battlefield. She's still there forever, and it's like, oh my God,
Maybe.
the horrible thing, right? I cannot roleplay this because Faust is not aware of this being what is happening, but he is in a very similar position of, oh, there is a moment that I got stuck in and I never left it because outside of it lies something terrifying and no longer fulfilling, and generally an awareness of myself that I don't like. And it's like,
Ooh.
oh my God. Oh. um but like he's not aware that this is like God. So he's just sitting there like, this resonates with me and I don't understand why, but let's focus on Beck right now.
Poor guy.
God. Oh, they both suck. They both need so much therapy. Um okay. Um okay. Okay. Um so can I actually now I'm kind of like intrigued in this, like the whole story, because like back in town, like nobody was elaborating on that stuff. Everyone was just like, yeah, Beck's the hero, and nobody really told us, which is why I did not immediately assume a whole ass army. So so wait, hold on. So how long had, but because I saw the monument. So what, I just, what, was there nobody else? Was there no guard? Was there no one actually qualified? How old were you when you did this?
Oh, I mean, there were, but most of them were dead by that point, so it was mostly just the reserves. Oh man, how old was I think maybe in my 30s.
Hold on, let me do some math real quick. Um that's nothing. Oh my God.
Yeah, pretty young.
Like, holy shit.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty impressive.
No, no, no. This is not a impressed holy shit. That's a terrified holy shit. I are you, that's, oh my God. That's terrifying. I Are you okay?
Oh yeah.
Sure. Okay, yeah. I don't know why I asked that. I don't know what answer I expected. Um, all right.
Hey, look, I
Okay.
mean, it
Well,
was a while ago.
uh-huh. Sure. Like 50 years.
Yeah.
Sure. Um, hmm. That's I and so what does sorry, actually just technical question, I guess. What does or like what because I know what, my warlock deal looked like and whatever, but what does taking an oath look like? Because I kind of assumed from talking to Zara that it's kind of similar. Um but I'm getting the idea that it might not be question mark. So what was that like?
Hmm. I think from what I've heard, mine might have been a bit different, but in the
Uh-huh.
moment, it was just like this belief that was at the core of everything you were, your body, your blood, your mind, your soul. And it became so overwhelming that it just takes you over for a moment. And when you stand up, something in your muscles feels golden, you know?
Whoa. I mean, I don't know, but I guess I can imagine kind of. That's whoa.
Yeah. And it's kind of like making a promise but really strong.
Yeah, yeah, I gathered that much. Man, maybe I could have been a paladin in a different life. God,
It's not too
that's
late. You got what 600 years?
600 and hold on. 100 minus 69 means that's 40, 39. So 539.
Yeah, there you go.
Um but frankly, if we're being honest, I don't think my patron would like that.
No.
Uh
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
yeah, I it's weird. It's kind of like, you commit to one thing and apparently multitasking is a little bit looked down upon.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, I wonder if there's a way to get
Right.
like just teaching the basic tenets or something.
Hmm. I mean, I honestly I've been trying to like talk to the garden just to like renegotiate some shit but it just does not talk to me apparently
Hmm.
unless like I invite other people to join me, which I'm not gonna integrate anyone into this who doesn't want to be a part of it, so that kind of
Well,
limits
that's
my
kind of rude.
options. I might need to try like lucid dreaming, see if I can do something about that.
Yeah.
Because with the current situation, I would love to maybe like try some cleric stuff so I can not have plants growing out of my body. But that's um, okay, all right, okay. Sorry, I you have given me so much and so little. I feel very okay. All right, okay.
You're
Um,
welcome, I guess.
um, okay. I think I need to sit down.
No.
Okay. So so you so how what like um uh so you does 30 years, is it like an age of like a kid, a young adult? What is that? When do you guys like reach
Um.
adulthood?
Yeah, I'd be like on the brink of young adult, I'd say.
Okay. Cool. All right. So so you're a young adult
Yeah.
and your entire town has been like under siege basically. Because that's not like door to door people beating you up. That's an army, you said.
Yep.
Um, okay. Um, and They had already been killing people and threatening to destroy Etterstone.
Yep.
And nobody else was doing anything.
Well, no, we were trying. I mean, even before that point, I was trying to help and not great at it. But
What do you
you
mean
know,
not great at it?
well, not a lot of us, except for like people who were specifically guards, were supposed to be fighting. So obviously, faced with an army of mercenaries, not
Oh.
would have been outmatched. Uh, so yeah, I mean, people who were more qualified than I was at the time tried to stand up for Etterstone and didn't manage it.
And so eventually it fell to you, someone who was like barely adult, maybe not even yet.
Yeah, I was supposed to be training to take over, well, not take over, but you know, be part of the family business. Um, so I didn't have uh any real battle experience going in.
And you took the oath to protect people,
Well, yeah, to protect the town.
to protect the town. And then the town was done being protected. You took this oath, you killed a bunch of people, and chased them out, from what I understand.
Yep.
And then that was done, and
Yeah.
people were safe,
Yep.
and you were safe.
And yep, everything was safe. And it was
So,
thanks to me.
and at that point, you didn't stop.
Well, I mean, I I didn't like go out immediately. I did stick around for a while. And you know, it was nice. And people appreciate the things that I did. Um but you know, got to be samey after a while.
Uh-huh. Was it that it was all the same, or that you just could not stand to sit around?
Hmm. I mean, I feel like I did have a bit like getting stir crazy, but it was mostly just that, you know, the acknowledgement was so good from the start, and then after a while, you know, it just becomes normal, and eh, I figured I'd get some acknowledgement elsewhere.
Oh, gods. And you've been doing that for 50 years.
Yep. Damn, you really I mean, I don't see why it's so shocking to be real with you.
I no, it's insane because you are just like me
Oh,
almost. Right? Like, am I insane? Are you seeing this shit?
I can kind of see it. Yeah.
Oh my god! He like stands up and paces in a circle and then sits back down. Like, oh my god!
She gives you a comforting pat on the shoulder.
Thanks! I can't believe I got it right. Oh my god. Okay, alright, okay, alright, okay. Well, okay, 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 alright, okay. Alright. Okay. I actually need to like stand up and pace myself actually because oh my god. Okay. Right. I'm super normal. I'm super calm. I'm okay. All right. And okay. And Oh my god. How do I? Oh my god. Where do I even go from here? Oh my god.
So normal.
Yeah, it's so normal. Actually, like I was gonna ask if there's more, but actually, if there's more, I don't care, and we'll figure it out later. Because like there's some more for Faust as well, and it's like not that relevant right now. But
Yeah.
so it's like I don't. It's okay. All right. Okay. But even okay. Right. Okay. All right. Okay. Um. Beck, can you sit with me for a moment because I'm like I okay.
Yeah,
Um.
sure.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So all right. I need you to like listen to me. Not like sit here and let me talk. I need you to like listen to me. Okay?
Okay.
Um this is admirable and it's cool that you're doing this. And also you have a really I guess badass story of it. Um
Yeah.
But also, that's terrifying. And I am truly sorry that it fell to you to be responsible for both protecting and taking lives in on such an insane scale. Because like having basically like holding basically so many lives in your hands and having so many depend on you is is it's terrifying and it's and god god you did that when you were basically still a kid. That's insane.
Well, hey, you don't have to feel bad about it. I mean, I don't feel bad about it. If that hadn't happened, then, like, you know where I would be right now? I would still be at home, uh, chipping away at rocks. And I would be the uninteresting middle child forever. So, I really don't mind.
I'm sure it wouldn't have been uninteresting.
Oh no, I was.
You really think so?
Yeah. I mean, look, I wasn't bad, but I had siblings who were way better than I was, so.
Yeah, and like
So,
you're
I
not the
mean,
best.
you don't really stand out when you do that, right?
Hmm. Yeah, I guess.
Just a mediocre stonemason in a family of stonemasons. How boring would that be?
I don't know what I would give for being able to have a normal life with my people if they still wanted me, frankly.
Well,
Um
I'd give it to you if I could, but it's not for me.
um sure, yeah. Um okay, well, listen, it it sounds a little bit like how do I whatever. Okay, listen, Beck, uh I guess I need you to know. Hold on, I'm going insane. I need you to know that I cannot deny that you are really cool and that you have saved my tail a bunch of times.
Oh, thank you.
Um, but I also need you to know, um, if I had met you and befriended you as a stonemason in a random town that I was gonna travel through, I don't think that you would have been less fun or interesting. Um, and I that's but that's hypotheticals. Who cares? But I think um I don't know how to explain this. I don't know how to say this. Oh, I hate talking. I hate feelings. Um, just um, you're already cool, and I already admire you, um, and that's and I would want to help you with the revival stuff, even if you were a random Mason that I met. Um, I I guess that's
You know,
and if you like if you fuck up, that's it sucks and it's gonna be awful, but it's not gonna make me think less of you if you're not gonna think less of us.
hmm, yeah. You know, I kind of believe you when you say you would have gone along with me before, but you're different from most people.
Yeah, God. You don't have to say that twice.
In a good way,
But
I promise.
yeah, yeah, okay, thank you for clarifying. All right. But like, I'm like not the only different person out there. And I'm sure you would have found your people either way. Um but who cares about the hypotheticals, because, I honestly I believe that your people are sitting right over there and having dinner and talking to you. I I I genuinely believe that. I think um because because just I yeah, I just genuinely believe that. I just think that honestly I think that they're not gonna think less of you either if you give them the grace of knowing anything, well, not knowing anything about you. I can't say that. That's hypocritical as shit. Well, I can say it, but it's gonna be hypocritical as shit. Um, um, but more so like nobody's gonna think less of you if you lean on them from time to time. And if they do, I am going to punch them because they're wrong. Okay, it's so I hate most of like the aristocrat traditions because they're stupid and old and prevent people from having a better quality of life. Um, but one thing that I truly do believe in is that from the moment you are on this plane or any plane, from the moment that you are brought to life and awareness, you have worth. And it matter how many people see that. It does not matter what you do in your life as long as you remember to respect yourself and do things that you love. And so I think whatever you would have done and whatever you do now, it's fine, and you are a person worthy of praise regardless, and of generally love and companionship and all that good shit. um and so I guess I need you to know that, because we're probably gonna get into a situation where we fuck up bad, and I need you to not um forget that if you lean on us and depend on us, it's not going to ruin your cool hero thing. It's just gonna mean that you're expanding your horizons and living. and getting into situations that are better to do with people than without. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I think I see what you mean.
You
Well, either
sure?
way, it's sweet of you to say. Uh,
Okay. I
but
just right, yeah, no, you go.
no, well, I think, yeah. I mean, we're all pretty strong around here, so I don't think it would be bad to lean on other strong people, I guess.
It's not bad to lean on people in general, as I guess, like, you can get into the nuance of like, oh, as long as they're like capable of helping you, and don't drag people into things against their will, and but like generally, yeah, it's um yeah. And
Mm.
the in that vein, do you think that you'd be willing to try and approach Zara with some level of respect? It doesn't have to be friendship. You don't have to like be nice to him if you don't want to, whatever. And I understand that it's like complicated, but do you think, with all of that said, you'd be able to function with them in a way that's not gonna fuck us up?
I think I can try.
Cool. I'm proud of you for the attempt.
Thanks.
Yeah. Um okay. I uh think that's like everything.
Yeah, you don't have anything else loaded up?
Well, hey, I always have things to say. I listen. To be honest, the only thing about keeping this secret is I have been dying to tell so many stories. I have so many stories, Beck. I want to talk about
Yeah.
everything. But it's always like, you start talking and then people are like, "Oh, how do you remember that? That sounds like it happened like ages ago. That's an old tradition." And you have to be like, well, that's because I made a crazy deal that my entire humanity hates me for. So, um, so it's like
Yeah,
a
it's a
kind of
bit
a
hard to
hassle to get
explain.
into.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, hey, if you need to tell stories, I guess you can tell them to me now.
I would love that. And hey, if we survive this thing, or I guess if we survive this thing, and we make sure that the world doesn't explode and that gods chill the fuck out and stop doing weird shit, um, I am absolutely down to tell stories about you.
Hey, I'd like that. You have to
Yeah,
make sure that I sound really cool.
I'm gonna make sure to embarrass you greatly.
Oh, that
No,
can't be
no, no,
right.
I'm not going to actually.
I can't
I
stand for that,
just
I'm afraid.
uh
I'd be lying.
I uh-huh, sure. Yeah, like that time that you fought an eel underwater. Yeah, that was
And it was cool.
sure it was. Okay. Like I already have crazy stories to tell. I've got the shit I have written down in here. He has like the journal on him. The shit I have written down, like I do need you to know, like half of it from the start of it is like, what the fuck is these people's problem? And then I figured that out. I was like, well, actually, this is kind of neat, but God, these people are crazy. And I've just been kind of going on that. And I think you guys actually make me crazier. So,
That's probably a good thing.
uh-huh. Sure. But there's already so much. I don't remember any of it because we've been on a hiatus for 7 billion years. But
Looks at the
I
camera.
God looks at the camera exactly. Um, but there's so much cool stuff. One of the smaller things is wait, hold on. How long have we been here? Should I be like wrapping this up? I
Yeah, maybe. I think
uh, this is so sad. I just want
like
to like keep
two,
talking to her normally now.
yeah, 2.5 hours. Yeah.
God. Um, one of the like smaller things that I feel is worth noting now is was kind of cool. Like when we went down the mine and you spotted all the different layers. I didn't know that. Like that, ground is the ground. I don't like generally we don't spend that much time under it as much as we spend above it. So like
Hmm.
it was kind of cool to know that it's like, oh, there's like different layers and you can tell they're not supposed to be there. I did not know that.
Oh yeah.
Um
I mean, there's a lot to enjoy about rocks. You've got like a variety of different consistencies, and that's all about how like the heat, like how the composition gave off heat when it was cooling
mhm.
down. Um, yeah, anyway,
No,
good.
that's I did not know that. That's interesting. I wonder what you would think about the place I live because the only rock that I'm really familiar is sandstone because
Mm,
where I come from, basically you build your home inside of like the side of a cliff. Um I wonder what you would think about the architecture there. It's I don't know if it counts as architecture. It's basically like dugout holes. But
well,
you
yeah,
know,
I'd be interested to see because it's definitely that sort of stone would be easy to cut into. I'd like to see what the
yeah,
structures
exactly.
look like.
I think Uh, well, then you're gonna have to go sometime. Maybe. I don't know if I should be the one taking you. Maybe find a different Eric Kukra to ask. Um,
Yeah, we'll figure
I,
something out.
yeah, I don't know if I can exactly like come back and be like, hey, this is my friend. Can she like look at our house? That's maybe. um,
Maybe
uh,
we could sneak in.
God, I would feel a little bit bad about that. It's I like I'm pissed off, but I'm not pissed off enough to like break into people's homes. I don't think. Um,
Well, we'll save that for another time.
yeah, I guess we'll have to. Um, and like uh, I genuinely, God, this is so sad because I'm genuinely not remembering any other like times with Beck that I want to like say, but I know they're there. Um, but it's just like Faust has stories already about everyone. Um, there's like it starts out with him being like, God, what the fuck is everybody's problem? And then he figures that out, and he's like, oh, these people are like kind of sick, and like God, like one of them called him an angel the first time they met, and like another one keeps like promising him years every time they talk until like recently when Zara was like, okay, I'm not gonna fucking do that. But then also Zara did it because she had issues, so it's like a problem still, but a different kind of problem. And honestly, Ren is just like the most normal, or like it feels that way. Um, I can't help but think because of the rest of us, there has to be something like already there's the illusion, right? Like that's fucked up. That's fucked up, right? Like God. So it's like that's um that's 4 out of 5 people who have fucked up families, and the neck does not have a family because they're dead. So it's like kind of insane. And all things considered, Ren is way more normal than I would like let her like be. Like, not no, that's phrased wrong. But like the fact that she's
That's fair.
not going insane more often is crazy. Because if I figured out that there's an illusion put on me, already I'm like everyone in the world gets to criticize how I'm like living physically. Um and on top of that, it's like not mine. I would go fucking insane. Um, I think honestly, what would be pretty heroic. I think we need to get rid of that illusion. I think like it. It makes me go insane. I like we need to stop that, right? Like
Yeah, think
yeah.
so.
um, I think like God, I was gonna do something with that and I forgot what it was. Right. But anyways, God, everyone in this party is um insane and impressive in ways that I forgot that I could admire and love people so much. To be so honest. That's I know that probably sounds cheesy as fuck. It's like, okay, old
A
man,
little
calm
bit.
down. But honestly, it's true. It's insane. Like, and I don't know if I would call us heroes because we fuck shit up a little bit occasionally.
We'll
Um,
get better.
so you've been saying, um, but um, but I like already everyone here is cool and you know if I live to tell the tales plural I will I hope um because I do think that everyone here deserves that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sounds like a plan.
Yeah. um right. uh um God, I'm wondering if I had anything else, but I don't think I did. Do you have anything else, Aiden?
I think I'm good.
Okay. I guess we can cut it here then. I think
Yeah.
that's like that. They just like sit with each other, I guess. Um, I think the way that this ends is just Faust rambling about how cool everyone on the party is.
Yeah.
He's like
Sounds
ecstatic
about right.
now.
Yay.
Yeah. I think that's done. I think we're done.
Yeah.